The rift between Madison Brush and her father, Kody Brown, has reached a new level of public visibility, and the latest episode of Sister Wives served it up unfiltered. On the November 9th, 2025 episode, Madison's mom, Janelle Brown, revealed that Madison and Kody haven't spoken for a long time, probably been 2 or 3 years. Madison, 30-ish, is the eldest daughter of Kody and Janelle. He is father to 18 children across his marriages. Her husband, Caleb Brush, and she welcomed their 4th child, a daughter named Amelia Estelle Brush, on March 14th, 2025. But in the weeks leading up to her pregnancy announcement and beyond, the lack of communication with her father became glaring. On the show, Janelle disclosed that Madison did not tell Kody she was pregnant, and that he'll find out. Why did things get to this point? Several factors have been cited. On her podcast, The Authentic Society, Madison opened up in 2024 about the breakup of contact with her father, saying, "He doesn't have any respect for boundaries, you have to play by his rules, and I just don't care to do that." She added, "He would get very angry when I would be like, 'I don't know why you're surprised here.' And so that was one of the reasons that I went no contact, because it was like he didn't like a mirror being held up." Further, she posted on Instagram in October 2025 an inspirational quote about deciding what is worth your energy, and reportedly told a follower via DM, "Your dad saying lies about you for the entire world to hear teaches it to you real quick." On his side, Kody has publicly acknowledged that many of his relationships with his adult children are strained, calling the collapse of his plural marriage family structure the failure of the family. He admitted, "I think most of the relationships between me and my adult children are strained. It's an issue of trash talk and innuendo, and it has challenged loyalties and trust on all sides." So the fault lines are well documented from both sides. To fully understand the context, you need to know the backdrop behind it. Kody's plural marriage to Janelle ran about 29 years before they separated in December 2022. During their time together, they lived in a polygamous structure with 4 wives, Janelle was second, and 18 kids. As the family started to dissolve, Janelle left him, as did 2 other wives, over a short period. The family dynamics, loyalties, and communication channels fractured. Janelle moved to North Carolina, began building a new life, including a home project with Madison, and effectively shifted out of the old Brown family bubble. Madison, exploring her own identity beyond the sister wives world, co-founded a flower farm with her mother and began reconceiving her family life. In interviews, she has spoken of an upbringing that, despite the exterior success of the show, included "we were very poor" periods and risky financial decisions by her father. What does this mean now? It means that Madison has adopted strong boundaries. She explicitly said that going no contact was a boundary decision. She also expressed some hope for reconciliation. "You want your dad to show up. I'm still learning how to just see him for who he is. I'm trying to understand that maybe he didn't know how to show up. He might be hurting." But having said that, the communication gap of 2 or 3 years suggests a sustained period of silence. And from Kody's perspective, he's lamenting what happened. "I am sorry that I've hurt or offended my children. I should have had a strong relationship with my children." He admitted, "I didn't know shit about being a dad and husband, and I thought I did. I really thought I did, and I did it wrong in so many ways." Public reaction has been mixed. Fans of the show have expressed sadness that the strong on-camera family facade has given way to this kind of rupture. On social media, many sympathize with Madison's stance, acknowledging that sometimes "you have to let people go that don't honor you" is a message viewers have resonated with. Others have called for Kody to step up, especially as a grandfather, given that Madison's children, apparently, don't know who he is. Meanwhile, some older fans of the show feel protective of Kody, asking if some of the blame lies with a father who was overwhelmed by a large blended family and never built for one-on-one parenting with grown children. That argument mirrors Kody's own comments about not knowing what to do as his plural marriage ended. In short, here is the breakdown. Madison Brush, daughter of Kody Brown and Janelle Brown, has not spoken to her father for 2 to 3 years, as revealed in November 2025 on the show. The estrangement is due to boundaries being crossed, lack of respect, failing to involve him, and opposing communication styles. Kody acknowledges the failure of family ties, but says the breakdown was not solely his fault. Madison, now a mother of 4, is forging her own path, focusing on her children and her business with her mother. The tension remains unresolved, but the window for reconciliation still appears if both choose it. And so we watch this unfold, because with a family as public and as complex as the Browns, silence isn't just golden, it's loaded. I'll be tracking further updates as they come.